Well, howdy, everybody. Theresa here. It is March 5th, 2016, Saturday morning. It is 10:36 a.m. Yes, I've been out for a while. You know the drill. Piddle farting around. It is 51 degrees right now. High is supposed to be 66. Real feel temperature is 42, and the low will be 39. So it's a pretty nice spring day. I got woke up this morning by, and I mean no offense to anybody, but what I call the Bible thumpers. I really do not appreciate people that go door to door trying to shove their religious views down my throat. I have my own. I don't need you to come to my house, especially not on an early Saturday morning when most people are trying to sleep in. And here they woke me up and everything. I didn't answer the door. I knew what it was, so yeah. But yeah, I really do not enjoy that at all, and I know a lot of other people don't. If I feel like I need some religious help, I know people to call. So anyway, water under the bridge. Yesterday, I ended up just taking it easy. I did not feel well. I mean, I thought I felt okay, when I did my video, and then I just did not feel well. I think I was still kind of getting over the infection. It was a little more severe than I think I thought it was. And I just, like I said, I just wasn't feeling well. And I ended up just kind of laying in bed for quite a while, and then I took some cold meds, and my husband called me up, chewed me out, told me to take some more cold meds and take my medication, take it easy, and I did, and I even kind of slept off and on while he made dinner. I think he made chicken nuggets in a noodle dish, because I was just feeling that unwell, so I just really didn't get anything done, and I was really getting down about that, and he said, we'll be packing up this house, we'll have time enough to pack up this house, that's why we've made the plans we have, so it's like, you're right. And then later on that evening, I did end up doing some looming. I was working on the children's size headbands, and these are not embellished yet at all. So I did that one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this is that hot neon pink, and this is the hot neon green, and I still have, let's see, 3 more to go, but I'm not sure. These may end up not being done, because I will tell you guys in a minute. In fact, I know I won't be sitting and just doing that. Today I need to pick up the house, and stuff, and I need to run the vacuum, and just some general housework, because I woke up to the missionaries or whatever on my doorstep. I read a text message from my husband that my granddaughter had tried to call this morning. Of course, she got voicemail. And because if I'm sleeping, I put my phone on airplane mode, and that way, kind of my whole family knows, oh, she's sleeping. But my granddaughter tried to call, and she wants to come over, spend the night, and spend time. So I'm super excited. She hadn't been over since the school year started this last fall. And I was really afraid, I was really afraid that she wasn't going to have time before we moved to come over and spend some more time. But she's at that age. She just started junior high, an awkward age. I didn't want to come down on her. I didn't want to make her feel guilty or anything. So, I just been kind of waiting and hoping and praying. And yeah, she's coming over. So I'm super excited. Like I said, I need to pick up the house some. Brad and Brad is either her mom is going to drop her off at the dealership closer to when Brad gets off, or else Brad's going to stop by there and pick her up, and then they're going to stop and get dinner. He's going to give her a choice of what she wants to stop and get, so we'll go from there. And yeah, I'm very excited. We'll be doing probably some sewing maybe, or going in the art studio and working, or just hanging out. I'm not sure what she's going to want to do. Probably a lot of cuddling, and she always wants me to rub her back, and just girl time talking and stuff. We'll probably do our nails and that, all kind of groovy stuff. So I may give her some more of my nail stuff too, because I really need to kind of condense that down some more. So, in fact, I think I probably will. What else? That's about it. I've talked to you guys about this before. Brad's mother will just come into his work. Doesn't matter how busy he is. Like I said, she's even sat down when he's doing a car deal and started, hanging out with his customers and stuff. I mean, she just... And the funny thing is when she was working, she worked at blood donation place. And she always says, don't just stop in my work. I'm busy and stuff. You can't do that. We always were very respectful and totally understood, but, we've asked the same thing, and she just had no filter. Well, she stopped in again the other day. And, I mean, she'll stop in with, stuff from his dead father to give Brad in front of everybody. Like I was telling Dina, and Dina's like, well, it would be different if she just stopped by and said, I'm just going to put this in your car. No, she stops in, she sits down, she makes herself at home, she may go get herself a Diet Pepsi from, the pop machines they have there. They have it just like the fountain pop, just like you would if you went into a restaurant or anything, that the customers can help themselves, and cookies and everything. And she just kind of camp out. Well, he was busy working and dealing. And finally after a little bit, he's like, Mom, I'm really busy. I can't stop and do this. And I'm going to be busy with these people for a long time. So she acted put out about it. But she handed him this bag that had his late father's Bible and a pocket watch. Now, Brad was not close with his father, even though Brad wanted always to be close with his father. And what Brad didn't realize until later on, too, was the Bible that she gave him had been the grandfather's also, who Brad was very close with. But we're moving, and, Brad since then is not really close with this branch of the church. I mean, we're still very spiritual and stuff. We're just not, and we're trying to condense down what we take with us and stuff. And we just he thought the Bible would be better suited for somebody else in the family, who is our nephew, who has gone to the the Bible college with this particular religious branch, and graduated. He's a terrific kid. He's always been so nice and personable and just loving and stuff. And you know, so Brad called him up, or Brad texted him, and asked him when he was going to be in town next, because he works out of town right now. If he's waiting to try to get into a master's program. And Brian told him, he was going to be in, and he would stop in today. So Brad was able to give him the Bible and explain the story and show him in the page where Brad's grandmother, who Brian knew just a little bit, but Brian never got to meet Grandpa Heide, because he had died, way before Brian was born. But where it was given, and this Bible's been passed down. So he was able to give that to Brian. It meant a lot to him. Brian started to tear up a little bit. It really means a lot, and means a lot coming from Brad and stuff, So that's a wonderful thing. And that's what we're planning on doing, we have certain things that we want to have, like our grandchildren have, and our daughters have. And instead of carting these all the way to Florida to be put in storage or something until we pass away, and then they have to figure out how to get some of these things all the way home. Some of these things are very, very old china, that my great-grandmother had and stuff. I don't want to, risk this stuff breaking. So what we're doing is we're going to go ahead and entrust our daughters to give certain things to certain grandchildren, and we were going to write notes and attach it to these items. So, when our grandchildren hit 18 and they are given these heirlooms, they know, what they are. I mean, if you're going to give an heirloom to this is my thinking, if you're going to give an heirloom to somebody, you can't do it with restrictions. And this is just my thinking. If my grandchildren decide they want to sell some of this stuff to help pay for a college education, they have my blessing. They have my blessing. I'm not going to be upset about it. So, that's what we are doing. And with the pictures too. Like one of my oldest daughter, she had an ex-boyfriend who was just a real a-hole, and he destroyed all of her pictures she had of her son, her only child, from when he was a baby. And because I was talking to her about, we have a ton of pictures and most of them we got double prints, and we're gonna go through the pictures and we're gonna put in a nice manila envelope for each one of you girls and give it to you guys before we leave here, because I don't, it's like I have very few pictures of me as a child, because my mother has held on to all of them, and I guess I'm never going to get any of them. I mean, I'm in my 50s. I think I could probably handle the responsibility of them, or a few even. But I don't see the point on, holding on to all these pictures when my children could get enjoyment out of them now, and they could show them to their children and stuff. I mean, so that's what we're doing. We're sorting through pictures. We're paring everything down, and and if it's just a picture, a picture of one thing, and I think that my child my adult child would want it because maybe it's a picture of their newborn child. Because we were there, we have 3 grandchildren. We were there for 2 of their births. The other grandson, they were living out in Washington State when he was born, so we did not get to. But we were there in the room, you know, when these children were born. So if there's only one picture and it's a really important picture, I'll scan it in and then give them the original because, you know, I just think that's a wonderful thing to do is share the photos and stuff. So that's what we're that's what we're doing. You know, I have you know, quite a bit of china from my grandmother and my great grandmother and stuff, and we've got some other stuff. And instead of taking this stuff with us to be put in storage, I'm going to give it now. You know, I want to pare things down that when I pass away, there isn't that much that my children have to go through. That they don't have a huge house with a ton of stuff that they have to go through and decide, and it's overwhelming, and, you know, so that's what we're doing is, you know, is paring down that kind of stuff and getting stuff ready. So, what else? That's about it. Like I said, excited that Emma's coming over. Like I said, I need to clean the house up and clean some different rooms up and stuff, you know, and that'll probably be about it. I'm excited to see her and spend some time with her. She lived here for the first couple of years that she was alive. She lived here, and we had her a lot. We took care of her a lot. Her mom was young when she had her, and still had a little bit of growing up to do. And we just kind of gave her the time and space to do that, and, you know, kind of kept a watchful eye. Not that she would, you know, watchful eye out for the infant child, you know. And she's a wonderful mom now, so, you know, I have nothing bad to say. Anyway, I love you guys. And what are your weekend plans? Anything exciting? I hope some of my friends got their packages today, I hope. Remember that I cherish your friendships, and I think you're all awesome. And I will talk to you tomorrow, and I'll probably have a special guest. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.